chance, a waste of time. Give it to I must be from fail. I don't care, never did, never will. There is another need, something to will. Other time, you might just wanna kill. From the outside, it must be over. Never win, and now we know it. What we done, it's nothing a word. What is it? And it's over showing all your right and I can't get away. I got you fighting and I couldn't escape. Showing all your right and I can't get away. Why am I was stuck for words? Turn the dog and I'm all bad up. Take your bullet without being heard. Get a ball, tell me shut up. I'll be dead like it's something absurd. Say you can't, but I think it's no, feel insane. Coming up with nothing a word. Why the fuck did I waste my time? I hear voices when no one's around. Silent voices I know what you see.
Hi, this is Mike Eck for Real George's Backroom, and we're here talking with Dennis Drew from 10,000 Maniacs. Came through last year at JB's Theater. Since then, the band's gone through a lot of changes. They're working on a new album, which will be out soon, and John Lombardo, the rhythm guitarist and songwriter in the band, left the band since that time, and can you tell us about that?
Yeah, he left last July. It was strange. We were getting tired, very tired, after that first album and a lot of touring, and I feel sad about it, but he just didn't want to put up with it anymore. I think all the travel we felt like we were treading water, and he's a little older than the rest of us. So we just felt it was time for him to stop and to do something else. He's still doing music, but he's always been a teacher, so he's teaching school and still writing songs and stuff. But he just didn't want to put up with the whole effort of being an underground band. Maybe when we get above ground, give us a call. I don't know. I miss him. He taught us a lot, and but he taught us well.
So it was his decision mostly to leave? Or?
It was completely his decision. It was abrupt, but it was simmering for a while. I could see it happening last spring. We had a tough last spring. We wrote 15 songs that the record company said, no, this isn't good enough, write some more. And we got pretty frustrated. And he seemed to be the most frustrated. But the rest of us have stuck together and regrouped, and I think musically, it's helped us clarify what we're trying to do with our songs. John writes very good songs. He's very good at what he does. But by being only 5 people now, it put pressure on each of us to contribute so that this new album has more contributions from everyone. It seems more egalitarian than some of our other work, because he did the bulk of it. He really brought us through the early part of our career, and we appreciate that. And I saw him the other day, so we all still get along fine. But
now you'll still be performing a lot of the songs he wrote, or not?
Not many.
Hmm?
You just have to move on. And it's hard to perform too many of the songs that he wrote, because he was playing the rhythm guitar on it, and we don't have a second guitar now. And to do a song like Cotton Alley, which is a rhythm guitar, and then Rob plays lead through the entire thing, he doesn't even know the chords. So we can't do that one. And it's like that with some other ones. But we wanted to give him a rest and concentrate on, give those songs a rest and concentrate on, the new sound, what we're doing now. But we still play Can't Ignore the Train, Scorpio. We play a lot of those songs.
Now, how, other than the fact that more people are, the rest of the band has to contribute more, how will that change the sound? For example, the first album, I Ching, had a lot of reggae-type sounds on it. The second album, Wishing Chair, or if we want to call that the first album, since that was the first on Elektra, took things a little more folky. Even some of the songs that had been on the first changed to there. How now, with the new stuff you're doing, will that be changed?
Well, I don't know that we'll change conceptually at all, but it's changed our playing, because, as I said, we've had to clarify what we're doing. There's less people, so for instance, my organ playing is naked now. There isn't a rhythm guitar to help cover up my boo-boos.
Where did you do the new album, and who did you work with on it?
Oh, we did the new album in L.A. with Peter Asher and George Massenburg. So it was a lot of fun. Never spent that much time in L.A. It was pretty strange. But it was fun working with George and Peter. I mean, George Massenburg is a big name in the industry. He did, he built the entire studio, really. I mean, he built the console, he built all the EQ and all the automation. So he's a real genius, and I think he's one of the few real geniuses we've ever worked with. He's a strange man, but extremely talented. And I think he did a great job on the record. Peter Asher is a character. Of course, he did Linda Ronstadt and James Taylor and all that stuff.
And the whole Peter and Gordon thing before that.
And regardless of what you think about their music, I think that he was very good with vocalists, and and certainly James and Linda have a certain vocal quality that distinguishes them from any of the other artists of their era, of the 70s. I think he did a great job with both those artists, especially Linda, who is, actually pretty talentless. And he made her a millionaire, so I think that's brilliant. And if he could do the same for us, because we've got talent, be happy to see that happen.
I might be mistaken. I almost think Massenburg did the Trio album.
Yeah, he produced it and engineered that. He did that Little Feat stuff and Earth, Wind and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been around. He's done everything, George has, but he's an engineer, so.
How is it different from working with them with working with Boyd? I mean, Boyd, it automatically came to mind. Everybody's compared you as, the American Fairport or and compared you to the band and groups like that. How was it different working with him than Boyd?
Well, Joe Boyd is much more low-key than these guys are. I mean, I like both of them very much. Joe's a great guy. Peter's a good guy. Both. It's funny. Peter's an Englishman living in L.A. and Joe is an American, living in London. But Joe just kind of helped guide us through what we were doing. We had all our songs written, and we just went in and did them, and he just kind of watched. I mean, just took care of us. And he worked with Natalie and helped Natalie a lot. But Peter had more of a vision as to what he wanted us to do, and was a little tougher about how we approached the songs and getting the beat right, and keeping us in tune, and getting great sounds. It was more intense in that sense, and much more high technology than Joe. Joe is just go in and play the songs and hope they come out. But Peter we really wanted to make a record that had the chance to get on the radio. And I don't think Joe was ever concerned with that.
Right.
But we felt that we wrote good songs, and the only thing that was keeping us from getting on the radio was the production values, the 80s type of sound, which we like. We like pop music. There's good songs, there's bad songs in the top 40, but, we wanted to make that step. We wanted to try and get some modern sounds and some big sounds, because I think live we sound bigger and stronger than we did on any of our previous records.
So the guitars will be tighter and the drums will be...
I think everything will be tighter and stronger. I think it's the most concise and powerful record we've ever made because of that.
And is Elektra happy with this?
Well, the record isn't really finished yet, but they're happy. They're very happy with it. It was their idea, really, to hire Peter Asher.
So it's good you met both ways. Do you have a title for it or any idea of a release date yet? Or
Release date? Since we're not finished mixing it, it's hard to say. I think it'll be out in August, and it'll be called In My Tribe.
And is there
a meaning to that? A story? No, but I'm sure there's a meaning, but it's for you to find out. It all works together, I think, on all of our records. There's a concept. There's a thread running through each of the songs. Certainly in The Wishing Chair there was, and there will be on this one. But we'll have to, we'll let people figure that out. I don't want to tell people what the songs are supposed to be about. That kind of like, whatever that's like, I don't know. But it's
rumors abound as they will, and people say Stipe has sung on this album. Did he do help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael came up and helped Natalie with us and sang on one of the songs that Natalie wrote herself. And it sounds great.
With working with them, done a lot of work with them in the past, and you even spent time in Athens. The band moved to Athens for a while.
Well, we never lived in Athens, but we lived in Atlanta.
Okay. How...
That's another one of those rumors.
There we go. As outsiders who spent a lot of time down there, with the whole Athens GA thing coming out, and that as outsiders who went there, How do you think that's changed down there?
Well, it's over. That's how it's changed. Yeah. There was a group of bands approximately the same age that started to happen at the same time. But I don't think you can keep up that kind of momentum in a little close-knit community like that. I mean, REM had to spend a lot of time away from home. Love Tractor had to spend a lot of time away from home. Pylon got tired and broke up. So the scene just fell apart, really. I think that movie, what's that movie, Athens?
Yeah, Athens Inside Out. Or...
Right. That documents what happened, but it's past tense. It's a college town, so maybe there'll be a new influx of people in a couple of years. But I don't know what's happening down there now. The clubs we played at down there are closed. So...
The reason I wanted to know that is you came from sort of the opposite end of the spectrum, from Jamestown, which isn't known as a big music town. How did that, maybe help you be different, and how much can a location exert something on a band?
I think location has a lot to do with it. If you're in the subways all the time, you probably write rap music. I don't know. But... Which seems like, if you took those talking blues guys in the 30s and you put them in the subway for years, they'd come out with rap music, I think, because that's what the beat is, isn't it? But we were kind of isolated. We didn't have to be like other bands. There wasn't a scene for us to follow. So we just developed like we are now. It's funny, we never really played that many covers. Like a lot of bands will start out doing their covers and being a cover band, and then they'll gradually get into original music. Well, from the start, we did mostly original music because we couldn't play anyone else's music. We were in the studio in L.A., and the Cruzados were there recording and rehearsing. And one of the guys got sick. The bass player got sick. He went home. And they said, "Well, why don't you guys come on over? We'll jam. We'll be 10,000 Cruzados, man." And I said, "We said, great." So, we're both like in between overdubs and all hanging around the studio. We're in the big sound stage rehearsing, and we're playing, trying to play. They go, "Hey, you know this one, man? It's by Led Zeppelin." And we said, no, we don't know that one. We don't know how to play that one. Okay, how about this one by AC/DC? This one is a great song. And they play it. We go, well, we don't really know that one. How about, we need to find some common ground, man. We need to find some common ground. We go, how about the Rolling Stones? He said, yeah, everybody knows the Rolling Stones. So, Under My Thumb, you know that one? Yeah, all right. So we go, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do, yeah, right. And we just couldn't do that either. So we have a hard time jamming on other people's music. So we've been lucky enough that we never had to do that. So we just developed our own sound. We can't even steal other people's songs because...
So what covers did you pull on them to see if they knew?
Well, the only thing I guess we got through is you got to fight for your right to party. But that's because I think a couple of us knew how to play Smoke on the Water, so. And they knew the lyrics. But we just like to see people make their own decisions. If they want to fight for their right to party, and I think they should, fight for all your rights, but they should make their own decisions. People like to take the easy way out sometimes, and we try and fill our albums up with a lot of questions. And we don't try and answer them. We just ask them because we want people to make their own decisions and not take the easy way out.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mike.
Dennis Drew from 10,000 Maniacs, and this has been Mike Eck for Real George's Backroom.
That's one that Jerry wrote. Painted Desert. Right, Jerry?